Welcome back everyone to another episode of Shade TV. My name is Marissa Hill and today we'll be taking a look at a special collaboration done with KITH and New Balance, and this sneaker was inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright. This is the 998 in the Aloe Wash colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back everyone to another unboxing and review. For you to the channel, welcome. Today we'll be talking about the New Balance 998. It is this silhouette's 35th anniversary, which is pretty crazy to think about. So KITH has brought this silhouette back from the archive. So we'll go through the overview of these, jump into size and fit, followed by how I style this really just beautiful, cool, earthy tone. And then we will conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. This release did drop with two different color variations. So I've done the Chutney, which I did give a little bit more information on Frank Lloyd Wright. We will give a little bit more information and intel on this unboxing and review today, but definitely check that video out if you have not already. This is the Aloe Wash colorway. Again, still having a hard time deciding which color scheme I like the best. I think the color blocking on both are so spectacularly beautiful, but as far as Frank Lloyd Wright goes, he is the true inspiration behind the color scheme and outlining of this sneaker. So as far as he goes, one of the cool parts of where this was filmed was in his spectacular home in Scottsdale, Arizona. I mean, spectacular. I could only dream of living in a place like that. But looking at the aesthetic of his home, it really just gives the vibe of the colors that were used on both color options for the 998. Again, Ronnie decided to bring the silhouette back from the archives. We have not done a 998 on the channel before besides the Chutney colorway, but I am in love with the earthy tones of this coral on the hairy suede on the front. And again, we've got some nice beige, light tan hues, cream laces, a nice pop of mustard yellow on the suede for the tongue, and then hits of silver for the embroidered print of the 998 and New Balance made in USA. We also have some additional laces here as well. So let me just pull these out. We've got white as well as this really cool textured lace in cream, light green, and a nice evergreen colorway. Let's take a look at those details. About Wright and what inspired him and his architecture was designing in harmony with humanity and the environment, which basically, if you look at a lot of his architecture, it almost looks like it's part of the landscape of where it was built. So it almost feels like if you were walking by, it would almost be so camouflaged that you wouldn't even notice some of his architecture, which is what really truly makes him so inspiring to me and so many, is that it's so natural in how all of his designs are. Again, for those of you who don't know much about Wright, he actually designed over 1,000 different buildings in a matter of 70 years, which again is just such a spectacular feat for somebody to accomplish in one's lifetime. Again, I don't think I could design one building, so definitely couldn't imagine doing 1,000. Moving along to the side panels, we've got this mint tone green underneath this N, which is in a soft, smooth leather in that pop of kind of orangey coral tone, which matches the hairy suede on the front of the toe box. The underlining of this is in a nice kind of tan color scheme, and wrapping around the back is when we get more olive tones and a hit of this pale pink. The New Balance is in a bright pop of mustard yellow. And then on the lateral side of the sneaker, we do have a different colored N. It is in cream and outlined in green. The interior also on the left has Frank Lloyd Wright on the interior for the insole, while the right side over here has New Balance and Ronnie's branding in there. We've got Absorb on the bottom of the midsole here in this eggshell tone, and then white on the front of that midsole. The sneaker is then completed with a black and cream outsole. As far as the box goes, again, we've just got this beautiful kind of architectural design, and then the inner lining, or I guess the paper on the inside, is also just kind of some drawings, which are really cool as well. So just love all of the different unique aspects that they decided to use on this collaboration. Let's take a look at those last and final details. All right, so jumping into size and fit, I do feel like the 998 runs a little bit on the larger side of things, so definitely size down in these if you have higher to narrow feet like myself. If you do have flatter, wider feet, this could actually differentiate a size difference since we do have different types of feet. All right, so now let's jump into how I styled, again, this just beautifully colored sneaker. The color palette and color blocking is so natural and earthy, so I definitely wanted to play off of the different tones used throughout. So for the first look, I decided to play off the mint tones with some light minty, fresh green denim pants, a gray tank top, and then I layered that with a striped cream and mint color tone for a button-down collared shirt. For the second look, I decided to wear a blue dress that had a nice kind of cylinder at the bottom, kind of giving me some architecture vibes, so I definitely wanted to have fun and dress these up. And for the last and final look, I found a dress actually I feel like that matched and mimicked the entire color blocking of the sneaker. So I found this mini dress that was in a crochet material. It had this beautiful kind of corally tone, some nice yellow hues to it, and cream and green hues to it. So definitely had to rock that with the last look.
confident, but as an optimist I've always played my cards. You've already lost if you don't even play the game. Swing once, swing twice, you'll see it's nice. And if sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot not to go to Vietnam, sometimes if it's too good to be true, it means you're getting scammed.
All right, now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $220 and they're currently going between $260 to $350. All right, everyone, that is it for this unboxing and review. If you joined us for the first time, thank you so much. My name is Marissa Hill. This is Shea TV. We'll catch you on the next episode.